This is Sky Square from actual question fire mission danger close. Include square. Shortly, Bravo.
March is upon us. March is upon us. We will have a good chunk of medals, awards, as we started Operation Bronze Fire in the month of February. We have a good chunk of first-timers on the Stage 1 Combat Infantry Badge for Mission Bunking Bronco, Blockhouse, and Brass Axe. Early this morning, our Ranger Qualified Soldiers, along with a fellow unit, the 75th RRC, deployed this morning for a Ranger mission in the middle of the night. Very successful. From gear up to, I'm going to say, from hopping in the bird up to bird up off the ground was about 31 minutes. And we took was able to secure our target, which was the village elder out of Aldana. Was being held at a prison camp just to the south of our airfield here, our main base. Was able to identify, secure, and return Sami Ted Al-Hamid to our main air base, and then this afternoon we will be taking him with us back to Aldana and returning him. Happy to say, I believe it was Spartans last night cleared the rest of Aldana, right?
Roger, Spartans and Diablo.
Cool. So we were able to clear out the final city that we need to stage ourselves from for the assault later this afternoon on Al-Nabku. Couple other side notes. WLC will be this month, actually starting tomorrow, the 7th, 9th, and 11th. This is a course based around weekly time. As the prior ones have always been on weekends, so we have some soldiers that we need to open it up for. But then again, they'll be sporadic throughout, as Staff Sergeant McGuffey, Captain Cantu, kind of tweak our WLC. Trust me, not everybody's going to be attending every single one. Definitely with the Europeans, if we have it late in the evening like we have this one, they're not going to be able to attend. If we have it early in the morning or early afternoon, some of the North Americans time zones won't be able to attend. So, I mean, you gotta give a little bit of leeway in that aspect for WLC and Advanced Leadership School. So, Arma Clans, we're currently holding number 1 slot down, but that can get away from us quickly. Just because we hold 1, if you haven't voted, vote today. And while I'm on for public relations or public affairs, our Facebook page, currently right now, I believe we're at 45 likes. Now, I'm not saying every single one of you have a Facebook, but if you do, please go like our page and get it up there so we can start getting. We're already starting to receive, out of those 45, they're not all 3rd ID soldiers. We have been seeing some public civilians liking our Facebook page as well. So it's a community page to where PAO does a very outstanding job on keeping it looking good, fresh. We've even gotten some recruits off of it. If I saw that correctly, we had 2 people contact us through the messenger on Facebook about asking to join the unit. So outstanding job there. It's another form of public affairs, and it's what we need and to stay up on the tech. So Airborne School, as always, we have our Airborne School with the 173rd Airborne. March 18th, this one. The sign-up will be up sometime this week. We did have a pretty good showing for last month. I want to say
user disconnected from your channel.
Seven soldiers went and qualified. We had some soldiers that disappointed that you signed up and you missed the training. I mean, if you're going to sign up,
user joined your channel.
It's understandable if you sign up and something comes up and you got to say I can't be there. Post it. But if you sign up and don't say a damn thing, expect an essay next time. If you sign up and no show for any reason. I mean, that's not who we are. We gave our list to the 173rd about who's all going to be there. They planned for having an X amount of soldiers from the 3rd ID, and we mustered barely that. So we got, that team leader, whoever's in charge of that class. I mean, be blunt, find these soldiers. Obviously, this next one I wrote all your names down, and I kind of have who it is. And unfortunately, it's a couple privates, a couple specialists that we need to, be high speed. Otherwise, what's the point? So, other than that, that's kind of all the safety briefing notes for now. We'll kind of get in right off the bat. For the stage 1 CIB, literally I got over 30, so I'm not going to call everybody up. That'll just be one I call off the names. But it is your stage 1, which means you attended. This is your very first operation with us. Many of you know that we went from issuing a CIB every mission to issuing it every operation. So if you have stage 1, you won't get stage 2 until operation so-and-so in a couple months, whenever we finish El Rayak here. So it will take a little bit of time, but trust me, that's realistic. We went to this method to make it so that as we can run operations every weekend or every 3 out of 4 weekends of the month, and keep the activity and the spirits high, but not maxing out you guys so it feels like you're giving candy away. These medals, badges, stuff like that need to be harder to achieve, and that's one thing that we are learning as the amount of operations or missions that we run in a month time frame. I mean, a private second class can get stage 4 in 1 month, which you can go search the real U.S. Army. You won't ever find anybody kind of with a stage 4. That's rare. So, couple stage 2s, couple stage 3s, which is also the stage 3 CIB, also corresponds with getting the 3rd ID combat patch, which means you actually you get a combat patch, not just a unit patch for the 3rd ID. It's something to be a little bit more proud of. This is your 3rd operation. And then stage 4 is your max. Once you hit stage 4, there's no going past that. So everything past that is just a stripe on your uniform, which also correspond with the CIBs. So if you have 3 stripes, 3 service stripes on your or combat stripes on your uniform, you should have stage what? Nobody? Stage 4. If you have stage 4 CIB, you have 4 stripes. So kind of go through there, but CID is getting those down. We have been going through some training of new CID personnel as well, and a little bit of confusion on my expectations as well, and we got those cleared up, I believe, last night. So, but without further ado, we have a good amount. I'm going to kind of start off with Private Sieber here. Yell him out if he's not. Anybody hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, so I take it Sieber's not here. Thanks.
Don't look like it, so.
All right, Private Sieber is our only soldier this month that put in for military service, that he served our country. He served in the United States Army, so he's hereby being awarded the National Defense Service Medal for military service of the United States, but any of you that are from a foreign country, by all means, it's if you served your nation. You don't have to be the U.S. Army or U.S. military, I should say, to be that. Go ahead, get me Lieutenant Lewis, post. All right, Bellface. All right, Lieutenant Lewis is hereby being awarded the Military Outstanding Volunteer Service Medal. In the month of February, Lieutenant Lewis went above and beyond and donated $100 to the unit fund. More of so just to try to outdo somebody. But hey, I don't care what his motivations are. It's outstanding that he donated $100 to us, as well as keeping the unit fund going. Anything that isn't funded by ourselves here just comes from me, and trust me, that's my responsibility, and I'll pay every day. But very much appreciated, Lieutenant, for your donations. Cool. All right. Also, I'd like to give a special call out. They're not in Alpha Company, but Captain A. Cantu and Lieutenant D. Cantu both donated $50 this month, and also being awarded, I think, their 2nd or possibly 3rd, quote me, Military Outstanding Volunteer Service Medal for their donation once again. A special call out to those that donated but did not hit the minimum of $50 in a calendar month to be awarded this medal is Latanzio, Dinkins, Mott, and Noble all donated $25 each, and Kus donated 10. So it doesn't matter the amount. You know, you get the special recognition during this that we appreciate every single donation from $1 to $100. It doesn't matter what it is. You know, just soldiers that have enough loyalty and drive to help the finance side of this unit, because it is not a small chunk of change to run a unit like this. Our operating cost is $360 a month to operate this unit. That's a car payment. You know, so anybody that has a car payment knows that it's no small change, and you gotta have those funds available so that we can provide this experience to soldiers like yourselves in front of me, and soldiers that we are trying to attract that currently aren't enlisted with us. So, and that's worth the money, every dime of it. So, other than that, thank you. All back in. All right, next up, go ahead, get me Lee, Barrett, Pamrat, Flint, Hardy, Velez, and Nucio. Post.
Lee currently isn't here, Major.
Copy.
Frequency 32 radio check. Alright, 10-4, Corporal Charles replacing Sergeant Hermanson until he returns back. Copy. Do you understand the plan? Negative. He went down before he could say. Alright, we're pushing up.
All right.
Pushing up.
Bellface.
On the right side. Yeah, where are you?
Perfect. All right.
Still up on the hill.
These soldiers are hereby being recognized and promoted to the grade and rank of E3, Private First Class, recommended through their squad leader and fire team leaders, and obviously approved through their platoon staff. To hit PFC, I mean, it's a 30-day minimum in that slot. You know, soldiers that come out of basic training with honor grad, they obviously get PFC right off the bat. But this is kind of that first stepping stone. I mean, you can be a fire team leader as a PFC. You start getting into more of the DMOSs, being able to hold down a duty military occupational specialty, and you know, contribute to the unit more than just the combat side of things. So congratulations, soldiers. Fall back in. Next up, Steinberg, Cucci, and Clinkscales. Post.
User joined your channel.
Here, fix yourself there, PFC. There you go. Oh, welcome to the party. All right, about face. Straighten yourselves out a little bit. Look like a gaggle. There you go. We almost got it. All right. You soldiers are hereby being awarded the Army Good Conduct Medal. Army Good Conduct Medal, turn around, PFC. The Army Good Conduct Medal is awarded for 3 months of continuous good service. No, turn around again. I was talking to the other one. Sooner or later, 1 year we'll get this.
Just face
Let me know
everyone
when
else
you guys
there,
are ready.
please,
Perfect. All right. As I said, it's awarded for 3 months of continuous good service. It's a medal that is given out every 3 months. To only have 3 up here, squad leaders, fire team leaders, take note. We're missing some people easily. You got to be very diligent in your squad and fire team leader reports that you're not missing this handy out type of medal. No reason that they shouldn't get this medal every 3 months unless they had an AWOL lapse in there. I mean, it's one of those that to only have 3 for an entire company, as I said, I think there's some missing. So squad leaders, you really got to hone down, get with your fire team leaders, and make sure that I never just see 3 up here again. Those that recommended these 3, outstanding job, you're doing your jobs. So congratulations to these 3 soldiers. Bellface? All right, fall back in. All right, next up, Blumenberg, post.
Okay, what buildings do you need us to clear?
All right, about face.
Let's take us. Oh, wait.
All right. Corporal, you are hereby being awarded the Army Commendation Medal. Recommended through your squad leader, approved through your platoon staff, and signed off obviously by myself and First Art. I'll read the insert that comes with the drill report or with the platoon report, squad leader report as well. Corporal B. Blumenberg is an outstanding fire team leader. He is, as Major would say, high speed, low drag. I like that. Thanks. Spartan Squad would not be what it is now if it wasn't for Blumenberg and his dedication to the squad. He has done more for this unit than anyone could ever ask, and is why I believe Corporal Blumenberg, as the second in command, and my friend, deserves the award. Hoa, Bloom. All right. We have, fire team leaders. I mean, this is kind of a squad leader medal. The Army Commendation are extremely high speed, low drag, like it was mentioned. Soldiers that see the bigger picture and care more about their soldiers than themselves, and to move and try to achieve just rank or a new rank or a different award just because they want their uniform shiny. Soldiers like Corporal here don't give a rat's ass about what his uniform, what his rank is. He cares about his troops. He cares about his fire team, and he cares obviously about his squad leader. So, outstanding job, Corporal. Cool.
Thank
Congrats.
you.
All right, about face. Cool. Fall back in. All right. Corporal Brownlee, post.
Reaper 2, Perez is taking command due to Corporal Patar having some communication issues. What are our orders? Seven, this is 6. We've got 3 and 4.
About face.
Where do you want us to pull security at?
All right. Corporal Brownlee, you're hereby being awarded the Humanitarian Service Medal. This is kind of a rare type of award. It goes for obviously humanitarian type things, to where it's not about, kind of just like the last one, it's not about yourself. You're caring for your soldiers and you're caring for their well-being, more or less out of combat or out of a DMOS type of scenario. You spend a lot of personal time, your time, making sure your troops are ready, and not just the ones assigned to you, everybody. Kind of the thing that was put in for you, recommended through your squad leader, approved or recommended through
User joined your channel.
Whenever a soldier has a mod issue, with it being task force radio issues or just an ARMA sync issue, the soldier in question, Corporal Brownlee, they all go to you. It's seen multiple occasions a private or recruit hop into the channel and ask Brownlee to help them with their mods. Even if Brownlee is doing something, i.e. playing another game, writing up an AAR, he'll pause what he's doing to help that soldier with their mods, which is why you're being recommended for the Humanitarian Service Medal. It's one of those that every soldier needs, that type of mindset. And obviously this one gets a little bit of recognition for it's not asked. It's not something, it's no different than really RRO. You see a soldier up in or a civilian up in our recruitment office. It's one of those that if you're an RRO, you should really stop what you're doing and go find what that soldier needs. He's obviously wanting to enlist, so why are we having him sit up there and act like we don't give a shit about him, which is completely asinine. So, Corporal Brownlee, I appreciate everything you've done. I know you've helped me myself with some mod issues, and being able to walk me through it. And it just shows what type of squad leader you are. You're one that cares more about overall well-being of your soldiers, and even those not in your command. So, outstanding job and congratulations. Hua. Congrats, Cobra. Fall back in. All right, next up, Eisenhower and Dinkins, post. Both not here. Dinkins and Eisenhower.
Pretty sure Dinkins had TPR.
Copy.
Eisenhower's not here.
Eisenhower is 2
All
as
right.
well.
Both these soldiers are hereby being awarded the Combat Medic Badge. They were either, I know Dinkins is our platoon medic out of 2nd Platoon, and Eisenhower did an outstanding job as the combat lifesaver. I believe it was during Bucking Bronco and Blockhouse, to where he really took care of our troops. I mean, combat lifesavers, those jobs are to complete the mission first and, try to help where he can. Overall, a combat lifesaver is supposed to eliminate the enemy hostile first before rendering that aid to our soldiers. And that's something that Eisenhower does. And then obviously we call in our platoon medics, Corporal Austin, and now
User joined your channel
to be able to get these soldiers up and back in the field, so are back in combat. So big hooah to these soldiers for achieving the Combat Medic Badge.
Who up?
All right, next up, let me see. I got Corporal Watkins, Corporal Brownlee, PFC Clink Scales, PFC Chamberlain, Specialist Satanzio, Sergeant Day, and PFC Fear. Post.
And if I could just get a little cover from that southeastern corner.
I'm monitoring, but I wasn't able to get in game.
Copy.
Alright, this is River 2. Can you please repeat the buildings we need to clear? Is it 6, 7, and 8? Copy that.
All right. Corporal Watkins is America's Army or Bravo Company. So, belt face. All right. These soldiers, as I mentioned, for the 173rd Airborne, we run an airborne school with them every month. These soldiers were our newest contestants of jumping out of perfectly good airplanes, or Chinooks. They're hereby being awarded their airborne wings. Some of these soldiers for the very first time, and then some of them for their multiple time. Corporal Brownlee is being recognized for completing Jumpmaster School with the 173rd Airborne, to where now, during our airborne missions that we have without the 173rd, he will be one of the Jumpmasters, one of, I believe, 3 that we currently have. We obviously we don't need everybody as a Jumpmaster. It takes a certain amount of schools or times of going through the normal airborne school because not everyone's the same. You have technical difficulties, you have missed drops, and everything like that, to where you got to be able to manage that. Jumping out of a perfectly good airplane, up to 5 times, sure, you can do that. But can you do it wrong? Can you do it when stuff goes wrong? And soldiers like Corporal Brownlee are there to make sure that it doesn't go wrong. So congratulations to these soldiers that are officially being awarded the first time, which I believe is Clink Scales, Chamberlain. Obviously, you came from the 173rd, so you were airborne qualified prior, and PFC Fear. I don't believe, Day, I know it's not your first time on Latanzio.
Yeah, it's my first time. First time.
Really?
First time as well.
Yeah, I've had problems with work in the past.
Gotcha. Well, I'm glad it worked out for you all. But outstanding job, and trust me, this is a big territory we're in. There's going to be some air assault and airborne missions coming up, so let's keep that in mind. If you soldiers that aren't signed up for airborne school yet, you don't get to jump. You don't get to rappel if you're not qualified. You're back at base and you're in the rear with the gear. So, congratulations. Hooah.
Who up?
Building 11 should be clear.
All right, fall back in.
It's clear, we're holding here.
All right, next up. Give me Edge, Perez, Nelson, Rhodes, Jenner, and Tuski. Post.
Did you say Kusi or Tucci?
Yep.
River 2 copies, 1216.
Edge isn't here, is he?
Which one did you say, sir? Tucci or Kusi?
None of these soldiers here?
Which one did
Again,
Did you say
Edge,
Kusi or Tucci?
Kuchi.
Tucci?
Yeah. Tucci, or CCI. There it is. Not with a K. There it is. All right, Nelson's loading in right now, so he'll miss his opportunity to be up here. Go ahead. Bellface. All right. These soldiers are hereby being promoted to the grade and rank of E4 Specialist, recommended through their fire team leaders and squad leaders, approved through the platoon staff. Specialist is a big rank. Not only you become a part of the E4 Mafia. There's not too many, I guess, anymore. Well, fine. But you're also, you're getting into DMOSs. This is one where you should already be in a DMOS. You cannot achieve the rank of specialist. So hopefully squad leaders, fire team leaders, you're checking that box off when you recommend your soldiers and platoon staff, double checking. Because hate to be that soldier that's not in a DMOS and gets bumped back down to PFC because you need to hold the DMOS. So if you're not there already and you're a specialist, consider yourself lucky, but I suggest, someone's going to find out. Other than that, congratulations to these PFCs and who on making specialist. Buffers.
User in your channel timed out.
All right, fall back in. Congrats, specialist.
Thank you.
All right, next up, Steinberg, Latanzio, post. Latanzio, I know you're out. So.
User entered your channel.
Center yourself on me. There you go.
Oh, not bad.
All right, Bellface. All right. Recommended through your squad leader, you are hereby being promoted to the grade and rank of E4A Corporal. To achieve the rank of Corporal, obviously you must complete a lot of things. Not only time and grade, time and service, have a WLC either under your belt or signed up for one, as well as hold a leadership position. Several of our fire team leaders, obviously this is the only way you make your corporal, is you must hold that leadership position. Any fire team leaders that step down or have to get moved due to performance or due to personal life, well, it comes with that non-punitive right back down to specialists. So, this is held for those soldiers that are holding those fire team leader positions, holding squad leader positions, that you must be a leader to be an NCO, plain and simple. So if you don't plan on being a leader, E4 Mafia is where you're going to be. So let's hope that you get motivated and you wanna lead soldiers, because I hope that's why you're here. So congratulations, Corporal Steinberg and Corporal Latanzio. All right, fall back in. All right, next up, give me Blumenberg, Charles, and Redmond. Post.
User joined your channel.
All right, tighten it up. Bellface. All right. You soldiers are hereby being awarded Combat Infantry Badge Stage 2. You've completed, obviously, participated, I should say, in Operation Bronze Fire, as well as participated in at least one operation prior. You currently hold Stage 1, so congratulations. One more op to go, and you get your combat patch. Congratulations, All right, fall back in. All right. Go ahead, give me Nuccio, Hiverian, Perez, Jones, Brownlee. Post. All right, Bellface. All right. These soldiers are hereby being awarded Combat Infantry Badge Stage 3, as well as being awarded the 3rd Infantry Division Combat Patch. These soldiers have served in, obviously, Operation Bronze Fire, but then had 2 prior missions in a separate operation. Again, this is our first op that we are going to the new method, the new requirement of 1 CIB or stripe per operation, not per mission. So there will be a little bit of confusion on the CID side of things, and we cleared that up to make sure our soldiers are awarded and given the right things. So, outstanding job. Combat patch is a big milestone. Being able to wear not only a 3rd IUD unit patch, but also the combat patch alone is a big honor. I know soldiers like myself, soldiers like First Sergeant Gilmore, Specialist or now Corporal Latanzio, Lieutenant Simmons hold the real 3rd ID combat patch, and it's those that main reason that we're here. I mean, we served in the real 3rd, and it's one thing that we honor. It's obviously a humongous tradition, and congratulations. So.
What?
Buffet?
Can you move to the right?
All right, fall back in. All right, next up, Heisenhower, Crashy, Hermanson, post.
Holbert's TPR.
Copy. Not Holbert.
Heisenhower, right?
Heisenhower. Okay. And steps on Crossy.
I think you had to step away.
Must be AFK. All right, Dollface. All right, Sergeant Hermanson, you're hereby being awarded Stage 4 CIB. As I said, with the new standard, these will become more and more rare, so consider yourself a special breed. These 3 soldiers kind of max themselves out on CIBs, but does not, again, max themselves out on stripes. You know, that's going to show how much of a veteran you are, because sooner or later our soldiers serve many, many years with us. I myself am coming up on, I forget, 11 years, 10 years. But, you know, so time flies after a while and you go through a lot of ops. So congratulations on Stage 4 and march on, huh? Bellface. Congrats. Cool. All right, this next one is the CIB Stage 1. These are soldiers that participated in at least 1 mission inside of Operation Bronze Fire thus far. Those missions are covering Bunking Bronco, Blockhouse, and Brass Axe. Now, this is for the main mission. CIBs and stuff like that don't get awarded out for the Fragos, the side missions, stuff like that. It's for the main base of the mission, and you guys doing these side missions, like clearing Aldana last night, the Ranger mission this morning, stuff like that gets covered as part of the main mission. So attending one of the main ones is your goal. Now I got a long list of names here, so you don't have to post. So we're just going to cover all of them. So if you hear your name, you are being awarded your Stage 1. All right? You don't have to move. All right. Pardon me if I mess up some names. All right. Lee, McDonald's, Unger, Steinberg, Latanzio, Clinkscale, Carr, Kendrick, Greenfeather, Horner, O'Connor, Swanson, Cucci, Lapshire, Velez, Gentis, Morris, Stevens, Galhner, Dinkins, J.Johnson, Chamberlain, Ta, Fisher, Nilsson, Mayfield, Bartlett, Sanborn, Redmond, Conley, Miller, Alexander, Fear, Rhodes, Edge, Biner, something like that. Hardy, Flint, Carvos, Livingstone, Willett, and Davis. As I said, it's a very large list of first combat missions held by several of you. Earning the CIB obviously is a milestone in itself, but then also being able to be a part of the force, which we call the Third ID. Currently
User
right now,
joined your
this is just
channel.
our alpha company, to where, having soldiers in alpha be supported by fellow units like the 173rd or the 75th this morning.
User in
but
your
also
channel
our
timed
sisters
out.
in Bravo Company being able to do their part, as they're a very strong force as well, and take care of a lot of the storyline.
User disconnected
going
from your
inside
channel.
of separate, or going inside several missions themselves. Like tonight, or today, I should say, our mission is to take Abnabku. Their primary mission is to lock down the seaport of the docks themselves.
User joined
if
your
they
channel.
don't lock those, we're not going to be able to complete our mission if they fail on theirs, and vice versa. If we don't take the city, it's going to be a mission failure automatically for Bravo, and they don't even get the launch. So we need to make sure that we bring it all this morning, or this evening, or afternoon, I guess you call it. Depends on what time zone you're in, I guess, right? One of the call-outs I'd like to give out, I did miss calling out anniversaries for the month of March. We only have one anniversary that I found for achieving 1 or more years with us. This goes by years. For 3 tours, I believe he's a specialist now. Specialist Murakami, present?
Negative. So.
Specialist Murakami is reaching on March 17th, technically his 4th year with us, off and on for 3 tours. No large, there's no like being gone an entire year. It was a couple months here, couple months there in between tours. But to achieve 4 years and being alongside the Third ID, he's reached all the way up, I believe, up to Sergeant, holding squad leaders. And then also, as personal life caught up, getting those non-punitives down to specialists for not holding fire team leaders and whatnot. But if you see him, congratulate him and thank him for his 4 years of service. Oh. All right, next up, give me J.Johnson and Brownlee. Post. All right, about face. All right, these soldiers are hereby being promoted to the grade and rank of E5 Sergeant. All right, currently right now, Corporal Brownlee is our squad leader, and Corporal Johnson is a fire team leader, but with a LOA going into place, she will be taking on a new squad leader position as well. So congratulations, Corporal Johnson. But we are hereby recognizing them for achieving E5, recommended obviously through their platoon staff, of well-earned, high-speed, low-drag type individuals. I know right now Corporal Brownlee is a humongous factor in our recruitment and attention, as well as several other DMOSs. Corporal Johnson is a humongous player in our public affairs office, obviously coming around with the just finishing up last month, the second podcast. If you haven't listened to it already, it is on our YouTube page, to where they get to make fun of us a little bit. I was the very first contestant on Sergeant Johnson's bandwagon, followed by Captain Cantu this last month, to where I got that little pun, by the way. The jokes you made on me. I got those. Just saying. But congratulations to these two. I got these 2 individuals for achieving the rank of sergeant. No small task whatsoever. Obviously, it takes a special breed to lead a squad, to be a fire team leader, but to excel also in the DMOSs and hold down your command is something special that we have to recognize of these 2. So congratulations, and thanks for all you guys do and gals do. This unit wouldn't be where it is without you. Oh. All right, Bellface. Now, I also said something during my podcast that I would do a small bet that I lost, right, Sergeant Johnson?
That's correct, sir.
I believe it was something along the lines of turd. Was it not? You are hereby promoted. You are no longer mates. All right, get out of my face. Oh. Tiger, go get me my field knife.
So you third.
All right, we'll make fun of me more in a little bit here. All right, we got a few more to cover up. It's only a dummy grenade. Who's the dummy now? All right, get me Holbert, Austin, Heisenhower, Latanzio, and Brownlee. Post. Brownlee, you're
User
doing a lot
joined
of
your
running.
channel.
Priming Hawk recorded.
Right back.
All right, about face. All right, these soldiers are hereby being awarded the Army Achievement Medal for outstanding leadership or combat leadership. Well, let's actually see. Yeah, all of them are combat leadership medals. This is a medal that can be awarded for outstanding DMOS or in combat. Obviously, PFC Holbert. Currently, you are not a fire team leader, right?
That's correct.
You aren't or are?
I'm not.
Okay. Your medal is, let's see, for just outstanding actions. Outstanding actions in, let's see, Blockhouse, I think it was. For what you did for your team and squad, being recognized for outstanding work that you do, being able to hold down everything as a PFC. You're well on your way to making a pretty great career for yourself, that's for sure. And I have Corporal Brownlee up here, kind of just to double back off of being a squad leader. We talked about the humanitarian medal for outside of things, but the Army Achievement Medal for being a solid squad leader, taking over a squad. Not only when we first opened Diablo, we transferred you there to provide aid to a new unit that we just merged with that really just needed that strength of a person, and that's something you provided. Sooner or later, moving up into the squad leader position itself and leading an outstanding squad. We got Latanzio for being a outstanding fire team leader. Everything he's done inside his squad does not go unnoticed, as well as outside of his fire team. Again, taking care of his troops. Also a veteran, outstanding, cool. And Austin and Heisenhower, both of their combat life-saving and platoon medic jobs. Obviously, it's not a thrilling position to hold. As a platoon medic, I know Corporal Austin just sits back and waits for the call. In other words, making sure I don't die, making sure, and that's a tough job in itself, I know. But then also for what Eisenhower does with his being a combat lifesaver, again, going above and beyond, just like for the combat medic badge. Just outstanding job. So congratulations to these 5 that are being awarded the Army Achievement. Hello.
Who up?
Who up?
Who up?
Dollface? Taking a tire? Alright, fall back in. Alright, next up, Lieutenant Lewis, post.
We just cleared building 34. There wasn't that many entrances.
Alright, Dollface. Alright. So I wanted to end on this note. As we have several soldiers, come March, come April, becomes a very busy time. I personally, I now commute to work 4 hours, so I stay in a hotel 5 nights a week, and home on the weekend, Saturday and part of Sunday, and I drive back Sunday night. So I'll be leaving later tonight. A big call out to Lieutenant Lewis here and Lieutenant Maz that run and help First Sergeant with Alpha Company. Big call out for Captain Cantu, which I don't even have to worry ever about Bravo Company, being a unit commander. But a big especially is to Lieutenant Lewis for what he's done so far in this operation. For exceptional meritorious service while assigned as a platoon leader of 2nd Platoon Hellhounds Alpha Company, 30th Infantry Battalion, our 1st Battalion, 30th Infantry, in support of Operation Bronze Fire, Mission Bunking Bronco. During the most hostile period of the conflict, Lieutenant Scott Lewis's outstanding performance, technical expertise, and unwavering commitment to the mission accomplished in a hostile environment were vital to successful combat operations in all Rayak. His contributions and dedication to his duty are in keeping with the finest traditions of the Army, reflect greatly credit upon himself, the 3rd Infantry Division, and the U.S. Army. It's with great pride that I hereby award you a Bronze Star for everything you've done thus far in Operation Bronze Fire, but also kind of to piggyback on everything you've done thus far since coming out of retirement, onto getting, Bravo or getting Alpha Company set up for success as the Company XO. You're currently holding 2 hats as a Company XO, and as well as
User
helping,
disconnected from
Staff
your
Sergeant
channel.
Grassi run 2nd Platoon. And that's something that is, going to be a little later. We have some retirements coming down the pipe, which, if you haven't heard already, will be a blow to not only just Alpha Company, but Bravo Company as well, that are being announced later this afternoon. But it shows no difference that I know these soldiers are highly dedicated. For one, we'll be back, guarantee it, just like any other retired soldier, right, Lewis? But also, we have great soldiers underneath those soldiers that look up to these leaders that are retiring, and as well as personal life catches up to people, and they're the first soldiers to let you know that I got to take an LOA, or I don't want to be an empty uniform. I know what it's like to be under somebody with as an empty uniform, and these soldiers are by all means extremely dedicated to the unit, and there's nothing that you could say otherwise. So, and one of those dedicated soldiers are Lieutenant Lewis. He's obviously not retiring. I won't let him, but congratulations on your Bronze Star. Keep doing what you're doing and lead the way. Cool.
Cool.
All right, Bellface. Congrats, LT.
Thank you, sir.
Cool. Fall back in. All right, I believe. Let me double check. All right. So, I think that's it. Some of the things that, as I mentioned, we do have a couple retirements coming down that you'll see. 1 out of Alpha Company here, and I believe 2 out of Bravo. Right, Captain?
Sure.
That you'll be come and see. By no means does it mean that we have leaders in line. Plain and simple. That's one thing that I love about this unit. We're very good at developing, identifying those soldiers to what their potential is and what we want them to be. I mean, platoon sergeants, staff sergeants, and myself and first sergeant, we're always eyes open, looking at the potential of our lower enlisted, seeing those that are maybe just PVTs or even PFCs or whatnot. I think that guy's going to make a great squad leader someday. That guy's going to make a great fire team leader someday. And being able to say, yeah, she has what it takes to do great as well. And we just need to, utilize those people, keep developing them, developing our lower end personnel. And we'll always have, you can't control personal life. You really can't. And as I said, outstanding to these soldiers. I believe these 3 that are retiring this afternoon, that, their replacements are already in line. We're going to, work on developing those soldiers a little bit further and fill those slots. But by all means, I know that there's a lot of personnel that can do what it takes to make this unit successful. So I believe I'm running on 3 minutes left of my 1 hour. See? Brief. See? Bulletin points. Is that what you told me, Luis?
Yeah, you got it.
Perfect. So, other than that, so who wants to hear some Major Pain quotes?
Me.
Just one? Okay.
I'll do it. I'll do
just
it.
come to my office. We'll do it.
Staff sergeants want to hear him.
I can't hear you. I'm hungry for blood. Hell, I'm just plain old hungry.
Major Pain!
Oh,
There's a monster in my closet!
Don't give me that crap. You tell me you're afraid? Major Pain just eliminated that guy with extreme prejudice. Sensitive. Woohoo! Woohoo! Major Pain! Oh, my finger! Give me your finger. You find a little slight pressure. You got a mighty fine handshake. You want to wrestle? How about, let's see. Maybe I should dig deeper into my repertoire.
Come on, first platoon, let's hear some laughs.
Where's the rope?
You can blame Sergeant Johnson for all this.
I don't get it.
Alright.
Never seen the movie.
No? If you haven't seen Major Pain, go find it. You'll laugh your ass off.
When tubby.
A bleep, a bleep, a bleep, bleep. What you laughing at, pig boy? You find a piece of candy in your pocket?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Alright. So that's enough Major Pain. But as I am a man of my word, stand up here and make a fool of myself, quoting Major Pain, as I said, it is my favorite movie in the podcast, my version of the podcast. So, just want to give a shout out to Alpha Company here. Outstanding job thus far in our operation. I mean, we had a incomplete success of our last mission, which I was not there for, and I apologize for that. I was out house hunting. We did find a house, by the way. And our closing date is April 15th. So after April 15th, I might have a solid home finally, to where we'll have to move from where I'm currently at to down into a new city. So, but in my I will be available throughout the week. PM website. If you PM me, it goes right to my phone. I'll be able to get back to you. I am in the process of getting my laptop operational for all mods and whatnot, so that I can attempt to play in from my hotel. We'll see how well the internet is. Last week it was not so hot, so I couldn't download very much, or it took forever. I left my laptop on overnight just to, download Team Freak, for crying out loud. So, but we'll kind of go from there. But I am able to hop on TeamSpeak anytime after work and still be present. I'll still make an appearance for WLC this week, as well as just there to help with day-to-day operations. But Captain Cantu will be handling anything on the Bravo Company side. First Sergeant and Lieutenant Lewis, obviously, in our Arma side. Side missions, outstanding job on these past couple side missions we've had to run. Great job to the squad leaders of using their squad drills, of getting into helping out. There's some fragos that First Sergeant sends out of present patrols and making sure that we still show a presence in the territories or in the areas and villages and cities that we've cleared. Just because we cleared them does not mean they stay clear. So we just need to make sure that our troops are solid, and we still keep providing our primary mission of providing aid to the local populace. So outstanding job thus far. We've every city we've went through, we've helped and aid, and if we get the local territory people on our team, they're going to start giving us some intel about where some hot spots are, where they've noticed increased ISTS presence, as well as some possible extremist leaders and whatnot that we can utilize and try to capture, or obviously just airstrike their ass because we can. So other than that, that's all I really got. We have technically 1 hour or 58 minutes now until step off. That is step off. So if you're already in, I suggest you just get your squads all set, get your gear loaded out. We will be launching from this base. To clear out, we will have Sammy, Ted, Mohammed with us, and we'll deliver him to Eldana, and complete our successful mission there, as well as giving hopefully more aid to that local area. But our next city is a big one. If you haven't already, get with your squad leaders. Squad leaders, get with your platoon sergeant. We had our war room yesterday, and we're gonna rock this mission. That's for sure. Who?
Up.
Post. He's coming. He had a motorcycle accident last night, and he's lucky to be alive. So everybody call him stupid for that. But thank God he's here.
Stupid.
Oh, thanks for being alive.
Call me stupid.
He's good at Zeus lightning us.
Push-ups.
There you are. All right, take charge, and let's get our guys ready for combat. Who?
Ugh.
Stupid.
Really?